Motor Speedway is a home of stop number 7 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. It's the running of the Food City 500. 75 laps of distance here today on this .533 mile short track. This is the old school concrete version of Bristol I'm using. So let's see what happens here in this 75 laps of racing, maybe 75 laps of demolition derby, carnage, madness, whatever you want to call it. So let's see what happens here today. On the pole, in the number 12 Ray Best's Buick will be Joshua Sakuli on the pole for today's event. He'll be alongside Matt Dallio, the Motorcraft Ford, car number 15. Row 2 is Jonathan Zorlin, the winner of the last race on the tour at Texas Motor Speedway, the Lifebuoy Chevrolet, car number 71. And Dylan Young, the defending race champion, number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Then is Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She's on the inside of the third row. She'll be flanked by her buddy Charles Sanford, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. Then it's Dylan Potey here in the number 31 Mom and Pop Chevrolet. He'll be flanked by Zed Weinstein, number 70 Rumble Furniture Pontiac. Then it's John Arndt, the number 6 Valvoline Ford. He'll be alongside JT Bryant, the number 10 Tide Ford. He's on the outside of the 5th row. Row 6 has Dalton Day, the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile, and another Oldsmobile, John Gilbert, who didn't make any friends at the race at Texas, the number 33 Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. Cole Baker, the number 75 Valvoline Pontiac, the winner at Atlanta this season. He'll be flanked by the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 88 of Keith Batson, with new sponsorship for this race at Bristol. He'll have the sponsor on the short tracks and the road courses this season. Cole Deaver, the number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford, nearly won at Texas the last stop on the tour. And same with Quentin Moore, the number 21 Citgo Ford. Jesse Turner on the inside of the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile has the inside, next row down, and he'll be alongside Trent Dunham, the Skull Classic Oldsmobile, car number 1 for Sega Motorsports. Ryan George in the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30, has the inside of the next row down. He'll be flanked by Seth Cole, the number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. Then it's Nick Johnson, the 66 Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac. He'll be alongside the number 11 Budweiser Ford. Dadgummit. The number 11 Budweiser Ford is Zach Winkle. He's on the outside. And if you notice, he usually has the white and red 11. Well, that's going to be Matt Dallio in the white and red 15 here. And the Dallio, who usually has the all red 15, has here. That's going to be 11 of Zach Winkle, who has the all red 11. Weird how it works out. Zachary Fitzwater, the Hardy's Oldsmobile, car number 29, has the inside of Michael Norman, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row down will be the number 22 Maxwell House Ford of Sky Commons, and Chris Dollerton, number 55 Skull Crown Oldsmobile. One of the Kodiak cars, Benjamin Miles in the 27 Kodiak Pontiac, has the inside of the next row down, and the Exide Barris Ford, car number 99 of Levi McIntyre, has the outside. Another Kodiak car, Daniel Olson, the Hendrick Motorsports Pace, number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet. He'll be flanked by Chelsea Bowles, the Quaker State Buick, car number 26. Then it's Joshua Osborne, the Darlington winner, the Western Auto Chevrolet, car 17, and Dawson Weisel, winner at Las Vegas, and the Interstate Barris Chevrolet, car number 18. Then it's the 68 Country Time Oldsmobile of Amari Stoudemire Jr. in the inside of the next row down. He'll be flanked by Kev Shear, the number 57 Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac. Paul Minnick has the next row down, the number 4 Kodak Film Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside Johnny Gardner, the number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. Then it's Andrew Perry, the number 5 Levi Garrett Chevrolet, and beside him the Daytona 500 champion Chris Dodd, the number 8 Snickers Buick. Jeremy Jones, the number 14 Copenhagen Oldsmobile, has the inside of the next row down, and beside him will be Kyle Matthews, the Coors Light Pontiac, car 42. And Joshua Card finally has a shotgun in the field in the number 43 STP Pontiac.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Get ready for 75 laps of short track carnage. It's about what we're going to be basically saying at Bristol, and you never know how that track is going to be like. But usually Bristol is anything goes. As the green flag about to wave, the pace car next on the pit road, the field being led in the hands of Joshua Sakuli. The green flag waves. We're underway at Bristol. Jonathan Zorlin picking up right where he left off at Texas, leading the field. Three wide racing. You can't. I tell you, it's almost a no-no at Bristol. Jessica Shelton now takes the lead in car number 9, and she led that lap by just a smidgen over Zorlin. Shelton leads the race here. Joshua Sakuli in the second position. Here comes Jonathan Zorlin's up on the outside of the racetrack now. Dalton Day goes inside. Cole Baker. Dylan Young up on the high side. So is Matt Dalio and John Arndt. You get up on the outside lane of Bristol, you're just about it's almost basically a ride to the back of the pack. And the yellow flag is flown for the first time here today at Bristol. And I believe it's Levi McIntyre in car number 99. Yellow flag flying on her first on lap number 5 of this race. McIntyre was on the outside. He squeezes Michael Norman into the wall. And boy, Kev Shear gets into... And boy, how did Chris Dallerton and Chelsea Bowles miss the crash was beyond me, but... Levi McIntyre basically just gets off the wall, spins, and basically no harm, no foul for Levi McIntyre, but sends him to the back of the pack at the moment. Pace car's lights are off right here as we'll get restart on lap number 11 of this race. Jessica Shelton leads the race in car number 9, looking for her first win of the season. Second is Joshua Sakuli. Third, Dylan Poteet. Fourth is Dalton Day. Fifth, Cole Baker. Sixth is Nicole Deaver. Jonathan Zorlin, the Texas winner, running in 7th. 8th is Ryan George. 9th, Charles Sanford. And 10th is Jesse Turner. Having a solid run here today in number 94 Sunoco machine. Green flag waving once again. We're back underway on lap number 11. Joshua Sakuli, the pole sitter, looking strong here on the inside lane. Goes inside of Shelton for the lead. But Jessica says, not on your life, Joshua. And she keeps leading. Poteet's now stuck on the high side. So is Zorlin. As Charles Sanford tries to go inside in car number 24. And we got a spin in turn number 2, I think. No, we don't have a spin. Benjamin Miles and Nick Johnson was all damaged up, and there was no yellow flag. There was no yellow called. Meantime, a battle for the lead. Joshua Sakuli takes the lead. Car number 12. And Jessica Shelton trying to fight off Dalton Day in the 20 machine. Then Jess better get down on the inside lane. Yes, she does. That's like I said, though. You get caught up in a high side lane, though, on this racetrack, though. You're basically going to the back. But right now it's the blue cars, Joshua Sakuli and Dalton Daly in the pack here. Day looking for his first win of the season, just like Sakuli and Shelton both are. And so too is Cole Deaver in the 7 car running in 4th position, the Alan Quickie Special, the Xerox machine. And a spin that is Jeremy Jones, and oh, the leaders better watch out. And boy, what a move there by Jessica Shelton. Takes the lead on a 3-wide pass. Dalton Day and Joshua Sakuli about got together coming out of turn number 2. And meantime, so far we got 2 spins and so far no yellow flag. Jeremy Jones and Benjamin Miles have spun, and yet they didn't throw it. And yet they threw the yellow flag for Levi McIntyre. I don't know what's going on there. Nonetheless, I mean, what a move though Shelton put on both Benjamin Miles, or both Dalton Day and Jonathan Zorlin and Joshua Sakuli, I should say. Just goes to show you here, everything happens so quick at Bristol, you almost can have no time to call it. But Sakuli has dropped to 5th. Day keeps 2nd, by the way. Zorlin up to 4th. 3rd position is now Cole Deaver in the 7. And Charles Samber moving into 6th position in the 24 car. Dylan Young, the defending race champion, goes into the 7th position as you're on board with Dylan Young. Dylan won in a spectacular finish of this race last season. And now Charles Samber goes inside of Joshua Sagula as you have a view from Dylan Young's perspective. And you have a taste of what Bristol is like from the cockpit. You know, you go down. It's almost like you go down the straightaway and you just breathe if you take a dare. You know. It's almost like you got no time to breathe. Let's put it that way at Bristol. Jesse Turner goes inside. Now that's for the 7th position. 8th is Turner. 9th is Zachary Fitzwater. In 10th position now is Sky Commons. Daniel Olson up to 11th. 12th is John Arndt. Joshua Osborne up to 13th position. 14th, Amari Stoudemire Jr. Dylan Poteet 15th. 16th is Ryan George. Darn pace car. Paul Minnick in 17th position in the Oldsmobile. Then it's Andrew Perry, who almost pulled it off at Texas last race on the tour. He is in 18th. 19th is Matt Dallio. And 20th position is Joshua Collard, as now Perry goes inside of Minnick for position, and he'll take it. But Minnick fights back on the outside, and whoa, he squeezed right there between Perry and Dallio, and Collard now goes inside of Dallio for position. Now Minnick says, hey, I want that position back, Andrew. Kyle Matthews, who started this race in 40th position, has worked his way up to 28th at the moment. Car number 42. Make that 27th at the moment. JT Bryant up ahead. Cole Baker. Seth Cole. Zed Weinstein in a 70 car. Chris Dodd going by the still struggling Matt Dallio. And John Gilbert in 33 as JT Bryant gets off the wall in the number 10 car. And there's as Zach Winkle goes up the track in the 11. Keith Batson goes inside with the help of Chris Dollerton. And they have caught the lap traffic there. Shelton and Dalton Day both have. Dalton goes inside of Shelton for position. This is for the lead. And already we are 37 laps into this race already. So this race is flying here at Bristol than usual. Shelton led the lap by a half a car, but when he get out of turn number 2, it's Dalton Day to the lead. And car number 20, But Shelton ain't giving up easily. Front bumper came from Shelton's car. And watch it pull right up to the back bumper of Dalton Day's machine. If we get the AI right for the next track, though, we may see some more of the same in North Wilkesboro, possibly. Now from the in-car camera. Just like we saw from Dylan Young's perspective, though, how fast it all is at Bristol. Average speed so far of 109.5 miles per hour here. To give you an idea, they are running laps here at over 130 with these cars. So for a half-mile high-banked oval, that is unheard of. Zorlin is in third position. Charles Sanford up to the fourth spot. Charles looking for a strong run here today. He's had a so-so start to the season. Cole Deaver in fifth, Sekuli, Young, Turner. Sky Cummins in ninth spot, and 10th is Daniel Olson. Battle there for between Zachary Fitzwater and John Arndt. And Arndt goes by Fitzwater and Chelsea Bowles all in one swoop. Joshua Osborne decides to go by Fitzwater and Bowles both, and Dylan Poteet is the same idea in that 31 car. Boy, just some great racing at Bristol, Tennessee. We said it's going to be a short track demo derby, but so far it's not been that way so far yet. Other than the spin of Levi McIntyre we've had, it's been basically clean racing, which is unusual for Bristol. Chelsea Bowlesbo is a lap down in the 40th position at the moment. Let's see, she is a lap down. In the 40th spot, Paul Minnick in the Oldsmobile goes by him. This is Paul Minnick's short track car, as well as a road course car. He also run this on a couple of 1-milers at New Hampshire and at Phoenix. But on the high-banked 1-milers like Rockingham and Dover, he'll run the Chevrolet. Battle still raging between Dalton Day and Jessica Shelton as we have now 25 laps to go in this race. But Jonathan Zorlin at 71, he wants that second win in a row. He wants, as he's up in the third position, he's within striking distance of Day and Shelton both. Half a second between the first and third place cars. Charles Sanford may not be out of this just yet in that 24 car, however. Nick Johnson and Matt Delio battling for 20th position. Zed Weinstein in 22nd. 23rd is Seth Cole. Chris Dodd in 24th. 25th is Cole Baker. 26th, John Gilbert. 27th is Keith Batson. Batson, usually a good short track racer in his own right, has raced at tracks, actually has raced at tracks like up in his native state of Maine, up in the Oxford Speedway. Quentin Moore going by Kyle Matthews as Matthews is out at the track. Trent Dunham goes by, or tries to go by him, I should say. Now Zach Winkle in the 11 car gets Trent loose coming out of turn number 2. Johnny Gardner going by Michael Norman. I don't know why that 42 car never run, that 42 Silver Bullet car never runs good on the short tracks. He hopes to have it all fixed, though, when the time North Wilkesboro comes. Michael Norman in 34th, 35th, JT Bryant, Dawson Wise, Benjamin Miles in 37th, 38th, Levi McIntyre still on the lead lap, and Kev Shear, I think, amazingly, still in the lead lap in the 39th position, despite the fact that he got into somebody. But the laps are quickly winding down at Bristol. We are already down to 15 laps to go. Will it be Dalton Day or Jessica Shelton in victory lane? Here at Bristol, that's going to be the question. Dalton from the rear bumper cam, and you watch Jessica Shelton. She'll take the lead from Dalton Day. Dalton goes up the track. Now what's he going to do? He's up in the back bumper of Shelton at the moment. And Dalton pulls a crossover now, this time on the inside lane. And he'll take the lead. Jonathan Zorla says, this is fun, I want to join in too. And Shelton goes up the track again. And now suddenly we got a 3-car battle lead, and Jonathan Zorla takes the lead, 71. 4-car battle. You can throw a blanket over those 4. And we may have Cole Deaver and Joshua Sakuli joining in too. 10 laps to go at Bristol. Will it be Zorlan, Day, Sanford, Shelton, any of them? Dalton Day says, I ain't giving up that win. He'll take the lead. 9 laps to go. And here comes Charles Sanford. Now here comes Sanford for the lead. Sanford to the inside, and he'll take it from Dalton Day. Here comes Shelton for 3rd. 6 cars right together. This is going to be one mad scramble. Can Charles Sanford hold on for his first win of the season? He has got now 7 laps to go. But Dalton Day and Jessica Shelton, they are not giving up. They're back single file again. They may hook up and try to get by Charles as they get up on the back bumper now. Shelton to the inside of Dalton Day. Coming down for 5 laps to go. Lap car ahead. It's Kev Shear. Shelton inside of Day for 2nd. She's got it. Does she have anything for Charles Sanford in these final few laps down? The 4 laps to go now. If Sanford, if Shear gives Sanford any trouble though, if he catches up to him, that is. But now Dalton Day battles, and Dalton Day and Jessica Shelton are back at it again for 2nd place now. Coming down for 3 laps to go, 2 to go, and it comes to the start-finish line this time by Charles Sanford, car number 24. We have not talked about him much today, but when it all counts a lot. But when it all counts, he's right there. As he'll see the white flag this time by Charles Sanford has 1 lap remaining in the race. He's up in the back bumper of Kev Shear, but I don't think it's going to be any consequence at the moment, though. Day tries to close in. Shelton tries to go back inside of the position. But the day belongs to car 24. Charles Sanford wins the Boot City 500 at Bristol. And Jessica Shelton just snuck by Dalton Day for 2nd place. Day goes to finish 3rd. 4th, Cole Deaver. 5th was Joshua Sakuli. 6th position belonging to Jonathan Zorlan. Dylan Young 8th. 9th was Jesse Turner. 8th was Jesse Turner. 9th, Daniel Olson. And 10th position was Sky Commons. Average speed 117,950 and one yellow flag. That is uncommon for Bristol Motor Speedway. It really is. You know. So for anybody who says I can't find a good version of Bristol without people wrecking, well, it looks like I may have found one. Anyway, 11th place was Joshua Osborne. John Arndt comes from 12th. 13th was Amar Stoudemire Jr. Ryan George 14th. 15th Dylan Poteet. 16th was Andrew Perry. Zachary Fitzwater was 17th. 18th was Joshua Collard. Nick Johnson 19th. Paul Minnick was 20th. Then Matt Dalio, Chris Dodd, Cole Baker, Keith Badson, Seth Cole, John Gilbert, Zed Watson, Quentin Moore was 28th. Chris Dollerton, Zach Winkle, Trent Dunham, Johnny Gardner, Kyle Matthews, a bad finish in 33rd. Michael Norman, JT Bryant, Dawson Wise, Levi McIntyre, Benjamin Miles, and Cabshire, amazingly, damaged up car and all, still finishes lead lap in 39th. Chelsea Bowles and Jeremy Jones all finished, but they were both not on the lead lap. But the day belonging to car 24, the Jeff Gordon Colors, Charles Sanford takes home the win, holds off the hard challenge of Dalton Day and Jessica Shelton for the win. And there was a couple other guys that gave those three a big scare too, I might add. Some of the best races we have seen at Bristol for sure. Anyway, the next time on the tour will be at North Wilkesboro for the first GTN 400. If you like what you see here on this channel, though, please subscribe to the NNSCRA channel for more NR races from anybody in the NNSCRA, as well as some NNSCRA gaming videos as well. So until then, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.